up, though? It's your boy, ROCO, Z Funny Man. Today I want to play a little game with you, alright? It's Would You Rather. I'm sure, yes, you played this game as a kid, but I want to do Would You Rather, the Growers Edition, okay? So here's how it's played. I'm going to name off 3 questions, okay? I'm going to give my answer on would I rather do A or B. Now, these scenarios aren't always going to have a positive outcome to them. So sometimes you're going to have to choose the best of 2 evils. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all are invited to play along too. Just comment below your answers, give your explanation, and let's have some good grow dialogue. You know what I mean? Always here to help the community. Without further ado, let's start this bitch. All right. Question number 1. Would you rather overwater or underwater a plant? So for me, this is an easy ass question, bro, and it's coming from first-hand experience, okay? I 100% would rather underwater than overwater. If you underwater a plant, the recovery time is much quicker than overwatering a plant most of the time. And I say most of the time because, yes, there's a wilting point for each plant, right? So if you let it dry back too hard and it gets to that wilting point, you know, if you take the stalk and you give it a little bang, if it makes a crack instead of has a little elasticity to it, then you probably reach that wilting point. You can try to give it some water, but it's probably gonna be fucked up. That being said, it takes a long time to get to and a lot of neglect. So as long as you're diligently in your garden every day, that's not gonna happen to you. So now take the opposite scenario. You overwater a plant and flower, right? Say this strain has 8 weeks in flower. That's the life expectancy on that plant. You overwater a plant and now it won't drink for a week, okay? So not only is it not drinking, but it's not developing as well. It's not uptaking any nutrients. It's not using the light that's shining down on it. You know what I mean? Like you've stunted the growth. So now that's a week in flower you're never going to get back. So for me, that's a reason why I much rather underwater than overwater. Question number 2, overfeeding or underfeeding? So this one is a little trickier because I think it depends on the context of the situation. I guess if I had to choose, especially in flower, I'm underfeeding. And the reason being is I don't want a dense, not flavorful, smoky, overfed, earthy kind of terpene profile to my bud. You know what I mean? Even if it's going to weigh a lot and I'm going to pull 2 a light, I'd much rather take a hit even up to a pound off that too and have the terpiest ass fucking finest craft cannabis. So question number 3. Would you rather grow from seed or grow from clone? Okay? And this is a tough question, especially because I think it's, again, really subjective to the individual. You know what I mean? For me, I do like growing clones, especially if I'm in love with a clone, okay? But that being said, it has to be a very good ass clone for me to be in love with the clone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't grow a plant because I like how it grows, really. You know what I mean? I grow a plant because I like how it smells, I like how it smokes. You know what I mean? Like, the look is good too, but like, I don't really give a shit about that, bro. Like, as long as I can close my eyes and smell it, I'm like, damn, what the fuck is it?
Damn, what the fuck is it? Damn, what the fuck is it?
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. So, for a clone, for me, the reason I don't like clones is because you know what you're getting every single time. So, it's not like when you pop a bean and you're growing it and you're like, oh shit, like this one's growing real good. Like, I wonder what this is going to smell like. I wonder what this is going to taste like. I wonder how the buds are going to look in flower. You know what I mean? You know what you're going to get from a clone. You grow a Mac 1, it's going to look like a Mac 1, it's going to smoke like a Mac 1, it's going to taste like a Mac 1. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And that's not a bad thing always, but I have grown enough at this point and grown enough like breeder cuts and clones and just all that like I'd rather just like search for new shit. I'm more interested in like understanding different terpene profiles and finding new terpene profiles. You know what I mean? So for me personally, I'd rather choose seed for that reason. You know what I mean? But then also, that being said, I will say one thing that I really do appreciate is early in my career, I got hooked up with a lot of breeders cuts. And my nose is not the best, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I can recognize a lot of terpene profiles because I smell a lot of weed, I smoke a lot of weed, I grow a lot of weed. But really, like, getting these breeder cuts and having like a Gelato 33 or some shit and smelling that, you know what I mean? And knowing what that smells like. And then getting a different breeder cut and having like the peanut butter breath or some shit and smelling that, you know what I mean? And then understanding and being able to recognize those terpene profiles and different crosses was kind of cool. So I really do appreciate growing clones for that reason. I think there's benefits to it other than just having good flower, if that makes sense. Alright, yo, so that concludes the video. I know it's a little long, but I hope y'all can share, you know, your explanations and your answers to what you'd rather do with these 3 questions below. Deuces!